loves, welcome back to Podcast with Pari. So here in the studio we have founder of Digital Swap, Mr. Emmanuel Jacobz. Mr. Emmanuel Jacobz, welcome to my podcast.
All right.
How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm passing through a lot.
Mr. Emmanuel, please, like you're not passing through a lot in my podcast. I am not the cause of your problem. Nigeria, blame it on Nigeria. Do you understand?
I never said you are the cause of my problem, did I?
But you're passing through a lot, but it should not be on my podcast. Welcome to my podcast, Mr. Emmanuel Jacobz.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You.
Same here.
All right. So, Mr. Emmanuel, you're founder of Digital Swap, yeah?
Exactly.
Okay, so can you briefly tell us about your brand, your company, your academy? Is it an academy or
all right,
your business name? Can you just briefly tell us?
Okay, Digital Swap, right, is a platform where you can sell your cryptocurrencies. I mean, that's basically how we got the name Digital Swap, right?
Okay.
Where you can swap digital currencies to cash.
Okay, so you can swap anything,
anything swappable.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
And it has to be digital.
All right.
Right. And one other thing we do is, like we mentioned earlier, it's an academy where people learn how to trade cryptocurrencies and a lot of other stuff that relates to cryptocurrencies. In our academy, we also teach people how to even make money from cryptocurrencies without having to trade. Right. So we also do help people convert their excess airtime to cash. And I feel that's enough for the now. Yeah.
You mentioned you also help people convert their excess
airtime to cash.
Airtime to cash.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really, really interesting. Okay, so today we'll be talking about business. You're a businessman, right? You know,
I think so.
You think so? Okay, so now as a businessman, or let me just say as a founder of Digital Swap, yeah, what are your core values in business?
Okay, I like to say consistency, although that is kind of not one of the things people would really consider as a thing. But I remember one of my mentors said, if you don't take your business seriously and show up consistently, people will not take you seriously.
Okay.
Right? So if you want people to believe in whatever it is you are doing, right, to even get to a point of having them to trust you with their money, you have to show them that you are not going away anytime soon. Right? I mean, you see some people on the social media, they are running business and all they do is probably get to post only once in a year or once in a month, right? Who does that? Right? If you are intending to run any business on the internet space, right, you have to treat it as kind of a physical business, because someone that owns a shop, his or her duty is to make sure he goes to the shop on a daily basis and open the shop and let customers know that, okay, this person is available, right? And our own, you will see stuff like, oh, I'm active.
Bring on bills.
I'm active, right? So you have to make sure you show up every day, right? If you don't show up, people will not even tend to believe or maybe see you as a serious person. No one wants to deal with someone that is not serious. Then one other thing is integrity, right? In as much as I'm in a business to make money, right, I have to also know that before I would be able to make any amount of money, I have to get to a level wherein, not because I'm trying to prove a point, but my customer is able to believe that I have them at heart and they are able to trust me to do business with them.
That's your customer's interest.
Exactly. So as someone who do buy cryptocurrencies, gift cards and all, I have had lots of customers, and I mean customers that trade volumes, right, in hundreds of millions. And it's most of the time I'm just like, so amazed. Like, people do trust me up to an extent of trading millions of naira and thousands of dollars with me without having to meet me before. And there's no plan of saying, okay, I'm going to meet Emmanuel sometime in the future, right? They trust me to an extent of they can send their cryptocurrencies and they are risk assured, right? There's sometimes that I would have like kind of probably reach limits, network issues, and I have people that would trade let's say like maybe up to $50,000 worth of cryptocurrencies, and the way they can patiently wait until I'm able to sort whatever issues I'm having with network or with bank is what always amaze me, really. Like, so when people are able to trust you in business, they're able to, I don't know if I should call it risks, but they have this rest of mind that you are not running away with their money. And another thing about business is customer satisfaction. Because most of the time it's not what you tell your customers about yourself, it's what other people get to tell your customers about you, right? And your customers might not refer their friends or their family members to come do business with you if they don't find you trustworthy, if they don't believe that you are going to be able to deliver, right? So when someone say, okay, I have dealt with this person for quite a number of times and is tested and trusted that he will always deliver, so with that in mind, they can comfortably refer their family members and their friends to come do business with you, knowing too well that you are not going to fall their hands. So once you have referrals, the trust is automatic.
So that's protecting your integrity in your business. Very good.
So once you just make sure that you are able to have a good relationship with your customers. I don't want to say, like, I've said so much already. Something just dropped my mind, but I will just give you the opportunity.
You're free to say.
All right. Back in the year 2020, I had a business transaction, like Bitcoin transaction, with one of my customers, and so back then and even still now, people do feel that because we have crypto transactions that involves thousands of dollars, that the profit involved is really huge, voluminous. Yes. So after the transaction, I can't really recall the exact amount of money that was involved, but this guy now was actually getting the Bitcoin from his cousin, I guess, and sold it to me. So after the transaction, it was like I should give him commission.
What's commission?
Commission, like, okay, to tip someone because maybe they helped you do some stuff, or maybe they just need some how do I put it?
Sharing the half of the percentage.
So exactly, something related to that. Kind of referral bonus.
Referral bonus.
So he asked me to give him commission, and I was like, okay, give me your details. He did, and I sent him 2K. So
is it 2K naira?
2K naira, yes. So the money was small, and because he had this mindset that since the transaction involves hundreds and thousands of naira, that the profit involved or the amount of money I've made from the transaction is huge. And so after sending him the money, was like, what kind of rubbish is this? Like, the guy abused me. If you have Yoruba friends,
hey, please don't say anything about Yorubas. Please do not say anything about Yorubas.
Those set of human beings, like, this is not I'm not shading them actually. But they know how to abuse. Let me just put it that way. So they were like, what kind of rubbish is this? I was so pissed. At his response. So I had to tell him, okay. Because had it been he was maybe he approached me kind of had it been he was being polite in his manner of approach, like, bro, why give me 2K now? 2K is too small. I would have taken the time to explain to him that the fact that the amount of money involved in this transaction is huge, doesn't mean that I've made a lot of profits from the transaction. But since he did not give me room for that, I had to reciprocate the energy. You get so I was like, I pasted my account detail, I asked him to refund me. So
No, what's this is actually, I'm so surprised that letting customers is always right.
yeah.
So why did you have to pay back with the same energy?
Damn, I was pissed.
You were
Right.
pissed.
Yeah, I know that might not sound professional. Just allow me to land, okay? I'm not saying that I did the right thing actually,
Okay.
but somehow I was right because of the manner of approach. So
Okay.
Adebini was like, bro, how far now? Why you go give me 2K for transaction of so amount of money, right?
Okay.
I would have said, bro, I would have maybe taken the time to explain that this is the reason.
Wait, sorry. At this point, he's not a customer. He was kind of referring someone to you.
Not really. Like, okay, let's say his cousin had BTC to sell.
Okay.
So I think he collected the BTC from his cousin.
Okay.
Then he had to be the one to transact with me directly
Okay.
on his cousin's
So he
behalf.
needed his own percentage.
Exactly. So I was so pissed, and I think we exchanged words, if I'm not mistaken, because yeah, I'm a very calm person, but sometimes if you want to take advantage of that,
You want in Davos.
so sometimes I don't just let people do shit with me and get away with it. So
Okay.
we did some crazy stuffs, right?
Okay.
And he blocked me.
He blocked
So
you.
yeah, he blocked me. He blocked me on WhatsApp. Yeah.
He blocked you on all social media.
No, just
platform.
WhatsApp. Just
Okay,
WhatsApp. We were just
WhatsApp.
yeah.
Okay.
So at some point I was like, damn. So does it mean I will just let this relationship go just like that just because of a little misunderstanding? So I had to swallow my pride and texted him to explain things to him that, bro, this thing is not like you think, right? And they felt that the amount of money involved in this particular transaction was huge. Doesn't mean that I was making up to 50K, or I don't think I made up to 20,000 in that particular transaction. So that's it. Don't allow this to ruin our relationship that we've had for, I think I met him since in the year 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So, and I explained things to him, and later on I gave him a call and asked him if he got my SMS, and he said yes. So we became cool, and at some point he started bringing deals again. So I'm saying this to say that sometimes don't allow your ego, right? Yeah, sometimes customers are right, sometimes they are wrong, right? But do you know that the fact that I had to reconcile with him, I mean, this guy has given me referred a couple of other, let's say like 2 solid customers that has traded transaction worth maybe $50,000 per transaction and all those stuff.
Okay.
And the people he brought to me, about 2 of them have also helped me refer other people to come and trade with me.
Okay.
And I mean, people that will bring bulk transactions.
Okay.
I mean, so the referrals I've gotten for this very guy we were having issues with, right? And the amount of money I have made, right, so far from trading cryptocurrencies, like buying and selling cryptocurrencies, the amount of money I have made from the people he has referred to me,
Okay.
is like, if I said the amount of money is up to 70% of the entire amount of money I've made from P2P transactions, like buying and selling cryptocurrencies, I'm not exaggerating to say it's up to 70%.
Okay.
Like I've made lots of money, and I cannot even keep count of how much I've made. So I'm saying this to say that sometimes just swallow your pride, and sometimes if you know that, but this doesn't mean you should let people take advantage of you because you are doing business, right?
Okay.
But sometimes just find a way to make sure you are at peace with your customers, because you can't tell what other opportunities
Okay.
would come in the future Just because you had maybe a little misunderstanding with your customers doesn't mean you should let it ruin your relationship with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are your core values.
Yeah.
Consistency, integrity, those two things, right?
Yeah, integrity.
Do you
and
collaborate?
yeah, I did a lot of that, which I'm actually going to resume.
Yeah.
I did a lot of that throughout 2022, 2023. Like on a weekly basis, I was hosting YouTube live, right, with other people in the cryptocurrency space. And I used to have like guest speakers almost on a weekly basis. So I think collaboration is actually one of the fastest means of growing. And I like to put this to you, right? There's something I learned from Salim King. I don't know if you know him. He's an influencer, and he said something that really struck me, right? Yeah, in as much as it's good to shoot your shot when it comes to collaboration. Like what I mean by that is maybe reaching out to people that are kind of thousands of miles ahead of you, right? It's good to shoot your shot, right? But sometimes it doesn't really make sense. It's not necessary. Look at the people that is kind of within your how do I put it, within your level. Collaborate with them and grow with them, right? Because so that you will not end up being depressed that, okay, I reached out to someone that is really big, depending on your niche. Reach out to so person, and the person has never maybe read my message and never replied, or maybe I've been sending emails and the person has never responded and all those stuff, right? Look out for people that are maybe within your side, might not be people within your cycle, but people within your level, right? Collaborate with them, grow with them. With time, you are going to look back and see how far you guys have come, and trust me, you are going to kind of get to a level that you are so big and people will be like, how did you even get to know this kind of person?
Yeah, how did he get here?
Yeah, and all those stuff. So collaboration is kind of one of the fastest means of growing and maybe getting traffic from the audience of the person you are trying to collaborate with. Yeah.